love, pride. A celebration. Streaming on CBS News Bay Area.
Okay, so welcome back. Hope, Love, Pride. Manny, the parade is just getting underway. Let's go out live right now. This is how we started out. Kelsey?
Hey, Reed, yeah, that's right. As you can see and hear, the parade just kicked off here. We have Dykes on Bikes going by. They, of course, are the ones that always kick off San Francisco's Pride Parade. And you can see all the fun bicycles. You got all the fun costumes. Really a great way to kick off the parade. And there are hundreds of people on their bikes coming through here. The Market Street now is lined with fans. And of course, this is just the very beginning of the parade. There are going to be tons of floats and all sorts of stuff. So we're just getting the party started here. But it's nice. The sun's out. People are excited. It's a morning here in San Francisco, a beautiful morning. And people here, as you can see, very excited for the parade to start. They're already having some issues, but yeah, it's going to be great. We, of course, will keep following the parade, but for now, Reed, back to you.
All right, Kelsey, thanks. You know, while this has been a month of celebration, there have also been some kind of ugly scenes playing out when it comes to the LGBTQ plus recognition in schools. And some of the scenes have played out in California. Look at this. In Glendale, Southern California, protesters came to blows at a school board meeting over state-mandated school curriculum that includes lessons about diversity and inclusion. And then in Riverside County, the Temecula Valley Unified School District banned a social studies textbook because it mentioned gay rights activist of the Bay Area's own Harvey Milk. So Governor Gavin Newsom saw this, along with the state attorney general and the state superintendent, and they sent a warning to schools this month. They said, don't ban books. They say if you do it, you're going against constitutional protections. In fact, the governor's office say almost 1,500 books were banned outside of the state of California in the fall semester alone. You know, we always say this, Manny, our stories define us, and those stories exist in books. And it's so important, literature and representation in literature.
Absolutely. I mean, especially for young people, these are the things that can get their imagination going, that can get their curiosities, their creativity, that can teach them those early lessons about what it means to be an adult, what it means to be a good person. And so if you take our stories out of those early learnings, if you erase us, it prevents children from growing up to be the kinds of adults that we all want them to be.
Do you have a favorite Pride Month book? I'm putting you on the spot here. I didn't prime you for that question.
Favorite Pride Month book? Well, I'm reading an amazing book right now called In Memoriam, and it is a gay World War I military love story. Yes.
That's heady.
It's really intense. I've been reading it at night before I go to bed. It's called In Memoriam. I haven't finished it yet, and I have a feeling it's going to have a very sad ending, so I'm kind of nervous about it. But it's great. I really like it.
So I just finished Spoiler Alert. I'm probably late to the party by Michael Ausiello, Spoiler Alert, which is a book and also a movie as well. Another beautiful LGBTQ plus story. And then my friend Stephen Rowley wrote Lily and the Octopus and The Guncle.
Nice.
So,
oh, actually, I'm sorry. On Earth, We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong. It's a book that'll shatter your heart and change your life.
I love it. On Earth, We're Briefly Gorgeous. Briefly Gorgeous.
By the poet and incredible novelist Ocean Vuong, who's a Vietnamese-American young man, and it's a love letter and a story that he tells to his mother, who actually doesn't know any English. And so he's telling her his story. She's an immigrant from Vietnam, knowing that she'll never be able to read it. And so he's able to bare his soul and be honest and truthful in a way that he wouldn't be able to be if he were to speak to her in their native tongue.
Something I always say when I speak around the country, every life has a story, every story has a lesson, and every lesson has the power to change the world. If you're a young person watching today, really, write your story down. Maybe just write the first line of it. You don't have to write a perfect novel or perfect memoir, a perfect book right off the top. Just start. One word down on paper might change the world. You just never know.
Yeah, you're so poetic.
Oh.
You have such a way with words, mister.
Well, I'm trying.
You need to write your own story.
I want you to write your book as well.
Okay, we'll both write our books.
Okay,
how about that?
We'll do it. I'll buy yours, you buy mine.
Okay.
Hey, I said it earlier, and this story really is proof that the Bay Area often finds a way to be the counterpoint to these national narratives. Case in point, two educators who did what you do at Manny's, right? They created a safe space for families to find LGBTQ plus children's stories. And as Leslie Gooden is about to show you, they decided to take these books on the road just to make sure in your neighborhood that they're accessible.
It's 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning, and while some use this day to rest, two educators are behind the wheel of a school bus that transforms into a children's bookstore. full of LGBTQ+ stories and authors.
You know, there is so much negative press around trans children and LGBTQ+ youth in the country, and all of the book bans that were happening and all the laws that were being passed. And so it felt really important to create a space where the primary focus was joy.
Thus, the Lavender Bus was born, better known as the Out and About Bookshop, created by Katie Butler and Charlie McDonald.
We painted the inside, we built these shelves.
The duo says their bookstore was made possible thanks to the LC and Lily Cox Haven of Hope's fiscal sponsorship program in Oakland, which is a nonprofit that supports emerging social enterprise leaders and their community.
That supports our community programming, and so at the story times we're doing today, for instance, or bringing books to classrooms or taking the bus to different schools, book clubs as well, all that sort of supported through that.
Charlie says starting the bookstore journey revealed a piece about them that many kids who walk onto the bus often face.
I grew up, I didn't really enjoy reading. I didn't read a lot. And it wasn't until Katie gave me a book about a character who is non-binary, and I identify as non-binary, and there were so many parallels to the character in the story to my life, and I read it in one sitting and I fell in love with it, and then I was like, okay, I want more, and so she just kept handing me books, and I now really enjoy reading.
Although this bookshop is a place of connecting, it does not publicly share its pop-up locations online due to looming safety concerns.
Unfortunately, given the climate we're in, with some of the things that have happened in drag queen story hours and just the conversations in our country that are really harmful around LGBTQ+ youth, we don't want to put any of our readers or anyone who's coming to the bus in a place where they feel unsafe. And as two queer individuals ourselves, we also want to make sure that we're protecting ourselves.
With just a few months under their wheels, it's moments with kids like Chris, who hasn't put this book down, make it all worth it.
Because I had this book at school, but I don't have this book. It's interesting because they make believe and have interesting costumes.
You know, I've talked to so many kids who say, this is the first time I cracked a book and I actually saw my story reflected in a book. It's so important. And that's really what your conversations are all about at Manny's, having people come in under one roof and seeing themselves in the conversation.
Yeah, it's about connecting politics to people and taking all the different folks that make policy, make change, who are trying to make the world a better place. Sometimes it can feel like those folks are way up here. You'll never be able to know them.
Not accessible.
Exactly. Things like bringing the First Lady of the United States of America to a coffee shop in the Mission District in San Francisco to meet the people. That's what it's all about.
Coalition building and letting people know they're not alone from the top down. And you know, Harvey Milk taught us all about that. And somebody who took Harvey's story to the world is my longtime friend. I think he's streaming live right now, watching us. Oscar-winning screenwriter, documentarian, director, and memoirist. What else, Lance? What else are you? What are you going to be next year? Dustin Lance Black. Here's what he had to say about the power of coalition building in the face of anti-LGBTQ+ legislation.
We are next. It is here. So please follow the example of Harvey Milk, who understood that we have to be there for our brothers and our sisters in other communities that are not being treated justly. We have to lock arms. That is the coalition of the us's that Harvey and his friends and his co-workers were able to create and to win, even at the ballot box, in a far more homophobic time. It's those coalitions.
And look at this. Here's the result all of those years later. You see down on the parade route people locking arms shoulder to shoulder. Words matter, Manny, right? You know Harvey Milk said, I'm here to recruit you. And look, it's still happening. The recruitment continues today. Pretty touching to see that on the parade route.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful. And I know some of those folks, and they are powerful activists.
Why is it important to link arms and to march side by side and to have that community of activism?
Well, for one, I mean, the fight's not over. We have to fight right now, and all of us do. And second of all, we are such a diverse community. We have folks from all over the world, from all different kinds of religions. What connects us is this common identity of being LGBTQ. And so it would be very easy for our community to fracture and split apart and be divided because there are so many different kinds of folks that inhabit our community. And so it's really important that we physically remember, by actually holding each other together, that we are one community and that we have to fight together as one.
And you know, somebody who said it best about hope recently, and we have Manny to thank for this. I'm so glad I answered your email this day. Jane Fonda, iconic Oscar-winning actress and activist at the Castro Theater. Here's what she told me and Manny. In this climate, how do we have hope?
Oh, to have hope is a muscle. It's very different than optimism. Hope, you gotta look for action and hope will come.
Look for action and hope will come. That really is it, right? Getting involved.
And coming from the words of a true hero and someone who has believed in hope for so long. I mean, Jane, I asked her on stage what keeps her going. I mean, she's 86 years old and she is still waking up every morning and fighting. And she said, we have no choice.
Fire Drill Friday.
Exactly.
Still does it every Friday.
Yeah. If you're getting tired and you're thinking, I can't do this anymore, and it's too hard, think of Jane Fonda waking up in the morning and keep doing what she does.
You know who I also think of? I think of Manny 15, 20 years ago. I think of me 15, 20 years ago. I think of Brianna Sinclair, who's going to join us a little bit coming up in the broadcast, also 15 years ago, meeting our truths and finding our way to have our truths in the world in a way that can be meaningful and safe and impactful.
And we also need to remember that celebration is also a form of protest. That getting out there in the streets and dancing and holding hands with your lover and just being public and being queer and happy and loving life, that joy, that celebration, it emanates and it shows the world that you can do whatever you want, but we're here and we're having fun.
I have a guiding belief that there's light inside each human being. And when we see light, we want to go towards light. And so when we see what's going on out at the parade route, when you see these stories, what you're seeing, what you're feeling out there, whether you're watching on television or streaming somewhere on planet Earth right now, you're seeing, you're feeling light, and it's so wonderful to have you join around this light with us. Manny, thank you for being a light on set. I told you this hour would go fast, my friend.
My pleasure. This has been awesome.
You're going to go to the parade?
I'm going to go to the parade. I'm going to go out there and try to start marching. Happy Pride to you and to all of your viewers. Happy Pride to everyone, and thank you so much for celebrating our community today and every day.
Nice. Thank you so much, my friend. We'll be doing more good work together.
All right, sounds good.
Take care. All right, still ahead, my co-host for our second hour. She's right over there, Brianna Sinclair, a local trans opera star joining me. And then after the break, another special guest, a former Boy Scout who was once denied his Eagle Scout for being gay, how that experience shaped their life. Then a reminder how you can be seen in this broadcast. We know a lot of you are hosting those house parties all over the Bay. Snap a picture from your Pride house party and post it on Twitter. Use this hashtag so we can find you, KPIX, Hope, Love, Pride. You just might see yourself on TV. We're back after the break.